we are continuing with determiners. And under determiners, the use of much and many in sentence we are going to look at. Okay? Determiners. Under determiners, we are going to look at two words. What are they? Much and many in the sentence. Okay, let's look at that. Much and many. Much, many. When we say much, much stands for quantity. I need so much of rice. Okay, quantity. And many denotes number. How many apples did you eat last night? I ate 3 apples. Number. How much rice did you eat this morning? 1 plate or 1 cup of rice. So when you say much, much stands for quantity and many stands for number. Let's remember that. Right? Much, many. Much stands for quantity. And many stands for many denotes number. How many? Okay? So in the formation of sentence, that's what we are going to remember. Was there much milk left in the pot? Was there much milk left in the pot? That's a sentence for you. Now let's look at that. Was there much milk? Much. We're talking about quantity. Was there much milk left in the pot? Much milk left in the pot. Another sentence. Were there many people watching the movie? Were there many people? Were there many people? Many people watching the movie? Watching. Watching the movie? We are looking at the determiners much and many. When you say much, we think of quantity. Was there much milk left in the pot? When we talk about many denote the number. Were there many people watching the movie? The number of people we are looking at. Now, we haven't got many books. We have again number. We haven't got many books. We haven't. We haven't got many books. We haven't got many books. Then we have one more sentence here. She doesn't have much money. She doesn't have. She doesn't. She doesn't have much money. Much money. Now, what we need to remember is words and expressions like given in the box. Now, supposing we have many, a great many. Okay, words and expressions may be used instead of many. May be used instead of many. Now, like a great many people gathered at the wedding. A great many people gathered at the conference. A good many, that means not very large. A good many people were present at the function. A great number, big number, a great number of people were present at the function. Plenty of, a lot of, lots of. Now that's another. Now, let us remember expressions like may be used instead of many that we need to remember. Let's note this. What we have to remember? We need to remember may be used instead of many. Words and expressions like given in the box below, a great many, a good many, a great number, a lot, lots of. For that, you can use instead of many. Instead of saying many people came, a great many. So let's remember words and expressions. Words and expressions. Words and expressions like given below. I'm going to give you some, okay, below. May be used instead of. May be used instead of. Instead of many. So we must remember this. Many. So I'm going to give you some words. We can use that instead of may, instead of many. So instead of many, we are going to use a great many, a good many, etc. Okay? Many. Let's remember this. Now, what are those words? A great many. A great many. A great many birds arrived at the pond. A good many. A good many animals disappeared from the forest. Or we can say a great number of trees were cut off. That means the big number. Then plenty plenty, plenty of, or a lot of, a lot of, lots of. So, words and expression. We have words like plenty, great many, a lot, lots of, a good many, a great many. Now, words and expressions like these, what I given here, may be used instead of many. Instead of using that word many, we will say a great many birds were seen last night at the pond. A good many people gathered at the meeting. A great number of trees were cut off to build the bridge, whatever. Plenty of fruits arrived at the market. A lot of people said they never liked the food. Lots of work was given to small children. So, words, these words, instead of many, we can use these expressions. Now, there are words and expressions that we use for, this is for many, for much also. Words and expressions expressed used instead of much. Here we are talking of, instead of penny, we can use. Now, instead of much, we use words like a great deal of, a good deal of, a large quantity of, plenty of, lot of, can be used instead of much. Okay? Now, B, words and expressions used instead of much. Instead of much. Now, what are they? That's what we're going to look at. So, instead of saying much, we use words like a great deal, a great deal, or you can say a great deal of, used instead of much. Then we have a good deal of, a good deal, good deal of. Then we have a large quantity of, a large quantity of, a large quantity, a large quantity of, plenty of, plenty of, plenty of, or a lot of. The determiners much and many, that's what we are looking at. Okay? Much and many. Much is used, much stands for the quantity, how much. How much sugar do you need? How much of dal do you use? Now, many denotes number. How many bananas can you eat in a day? How many gooseberries can you eat in 5 minutes? Like that. Now, was there much milk left in the pot? Were there many people watching the movie? we haven't got many books. She doesn't have much money. What we need to note here is words and expressions like these: a great many, a good many, a great number, plenty, a lot of, lots of, can be used instead of many. Instead of saying many people came to the wedding, we can say a great many people attended the wedding. Now, words and expressions used instead of much. Instead of using the word, you can much, you can say a great deal of. Work was done. A good deal of. A large quantity of. Plenty of. Lots of. A lot of. There's plenty of water to drink. There's plenty of water in the river. Instead of saying there is much water. So, this is what, in the usage of sentences, we need to remember we can use words instead of many, like great many, a good many, plenty, like that. We can, instead of using much all the time, we can also use words in sentences, a great deal of, a good deal of, a large quantity of, plenty of, a lot of.